G'day folks, welcome to All Things Outdoors, coming to you from California. Not actually California.
Paddling jacks, driving on the tracks, so much more. Come along with All Things Outdoors.
G'day folks, and welcome back to another edition of All Things Outdoors. Today I'm in the Yackandandah State Forest and I've found this lovely little campsite which is right on the junction of the 9 Mile and Yackandandah Creeks. It's a beautiful little creek structure here. We've had a bit of rain lately, so the creek's flowing quite well, but the downside is, as you can see, that the campsite's quite muddy and wet at the moment, so we might have a bit of a muddy camp here, but it's a really cracking little spot. It's the depths of winter here in southeastern Australia at the moment. You Northern Hemisphere guys might laugh a little bit about that, but we're expected it to get around to just above freezing tonight. So I bought the diesel heater. I've actually bought the Adventure King's all-in-one stove as well for a heat source outside, and we're going to have a cracking night here. Now tomorrow we're going to go and visit a couple of places nearby. There's one place that is just over that way, and it's called the Underground Hut. Apparently many decades ago a teacher got fed up with society and decided to run off into the bush and build himself a hut that is literally dug into the side of the hill. So you can go and check that out, and then on the way back home over on the Stanley side of the forest we can go back and check out the Magic Forest, which is a grove of sequoia trees, or California Redwoods as they're also called, that were planted there as a test plot way back when, I can't even tell you how many decades ago it was, because they're quite tall now. So it is like going into another world going in there, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. So stick around, we'll do some camping tonight and then we'll go check out that stuff tomorrow. Right, before it gets too dark, I want to show you guys how quickly my new kitchen sets up. Watch this. What I'm going to do tonight with the new kitchen setup is cook something that I've wanted to cook for a long time, and it is fish tacos. So I'm going to be using barramundi, and I'm going to panko crumb it and shallow fry it, and then use some soft tacos, coleslaw and tartar sauce. So we'll get onto that in a little bit. I've also got some ideas for lighting, which I've just picked up from Bunnings the other day. So this one is an LED strip light, which I'm going to put up in the awning here. And it runs off a little battery pack, and it's got a light sensor and a switch in there. So I'm going to install that up in the awning there, and use that to be able to cook with the kitchen back there. Now this other one is a nifty little one that I found there as well. It's actually 3 of these puck lights that are LEDs as well, but they run off a remote control that I could potentially take to bed with me and be able to turn the lights on and off from bed. So I could put one in the tent, one up in here, and maybe even one in the back of the ute there for a nice set of lighting. So I'll set that up now and see how it goes during the night. I've also got this sweet new headlamp. It's actually an LED strip light, and it's got the red tail lights on the back of it, and it's USB rechargeable, so it really gives you a really nice wide spread of light when you're obviously wearing it on your head. I found that it is much less intrusive than the big ones that have the big battery pack and a light that sits right at the front of your head here. So when it gets a bit darker, I'll show you how well the light spreads, but this is basically how it works. So little switch on the side here, boom. I feel like a full drive with an LED light bar on the front. I'll be able to see kangaroos before I run into them. And it's got the different modes as well, so dimmer, flasher, and off. And same with the back as well. And I really love that it's USB rechargeable too, so that'll come in really handy. It's a very, very compact unit. Now here's something I haven't used in ages as well. It's the Adventure King's camp stove. So I'm going to set that up, and I've brought some wood in this, so I'll get it fired up and yeah, see how much warmth it kicks out this time. Right, so I just got the little LED puck lights all batteried up and fired up, so let's use the little remote, turn them on. That is nice and bright. Alright, I might go and set it up in the tent in the back of the ute and see how much light it puts out. Right, let's see how much light this little puck LED pumps out. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Nice easy access too, just up here on the back of the canopy. Lights up the whole back of the ute, and then coupled with the little LED strip light up here. Perfect. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Rightio, as I mentioned before, I'm going to make fish tacos tonight. My fish of choice is barramundi fillet, so I'm going to go and dice that up now into, you know, nice bite-sized chunks. And I've got the oil heating up in the pan at the moment, so I'm using peanut oil because it's got a relatively high smoking point, so you're going to get a lot of smoke when you cook. And yeah, let's see how we go. All right, get into it. Right, they're all diced up, so what I'm going to do now, I've got just regular plain flour here. I've got a whisked egg, and then I've got my panko crumbs here as well. So the process is going to be fish into the flour, then into the egg to help to hold the crumbs on, then into the crumbs. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the best way to tell if the oil's ready to go is to drop a bit of breadcrumb in, and if it starts to sizzle, we're right to go. Yep, I think that's good to go. Alright, let's get started. Now they're probably only going to need about 2 minutes on each side. You can tell by just quickly turning to see if they're getting a nice golden brown on the other side. Flip them over, and the whole process is probably 5 minutes. It takes longer to prep than it does to actually cook the things. Alrighty, I think we might grab some of those out and start plating up. Alrighty, time for the taste test. It actually tastes like a fillet of fish from McDonald's. One thing I probably should have done as well is preheat the tortillas, but it's just as good. Alright, you probably don't want to sit here eating, so I'm going to finish up here and get back to you guys afterwards. Rightio, time to pack the kitchen down. Anyway, get all cozy, we'll fall asleep with the nice babbling brook sounds in the background. Hopefully it doesn't make me want to get up to the toilet about all hours of the night. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know whether you can hear it, but it just started to rain a bit, so I've just checked the radar and there's a little bit of rain coming, so I'll have to work out whether I get out in the breaks between the rain and pack up, or whether I just lay here and ride around. I've got the diesel heater on as well, so that's helping to sort of dry out the condensation that's built up inside the tin overnight, so that's a good thing. And the diesel heater's tucked in underneath the back of the ute there, so should be right from the rain. So just see how the rain develops, and then we'll work out what we're going to do from there. So the weather's being slightly uncooperative at the moment. I know it was forecast for this morning, but it was just supposed to be a little bit of light drizzle, but it's persisting for the moment. So I've just come into Yackandandah, got a nice coffee at the cafe over here, and we'll just hang out and let the rain clear for a bit, and then I'll head back in to check out the underground hut. Well, I could probably drive a bit closer to the underground hut, but it's only a 10-minute hike in. This track's a bit slippery and rocky, so won't hurt to have a bit of a 10-minute hike. Might even use the Garmin GPS watch to navigate there. Right, according to the map, I'm on the wrong side of this creek. So I've got to go across there and up to the left. Here it is. So with the limited information I was able to find on this place, apparently many decades ago a teacher type got disgruntled with the world and decided to drop off the grid, came out here and built this underground hut and lived here for an amount of time. Don't know how long it was. Not a lot of information on it because it's sort of like an off the beaten path type of attraction, but anyway, let's go inside and have a look. Surprisingly dry in here, considering how it's dug down into the ground. Yeah, okay, so obviously this is the stove for cooking, hot plate, sink of some description, shelving. Maybe another sink, even with some glass in it at some stage. Another little fireplace here, which goes up the same chimney. And I guess this was the sleeping quarters here, so you could get a nice bit of heat while you're sleeping. Some graffiti. This here looks like it could be even a bathtub. Imagine sitting back in there, bathing. Almost feels like a bit of a hobbit house. Very interesting. Right, I might see if I can find a way to navigate back to the car park on this side of the creek so I don't have to cross back over again. I'll check out the watch and see what it's got for me. The Garmin Phoenix watch is saying the best and quickest way back is to go back the way we came, so we're going to have to get our feet wet again and head back that way. Okay, we're back to the truck. Time to drive to the Magic Forest, aka the California Redwood Grove. So this is a beautiful California redwood or sequoia grove that is a test plot for harvesting for structural timber that was planted here many decades ago by the looks of it. I don't know exactly how long ago. I can't find a lot of information on it on the internet, but yeah, definitely California redwoods, and it's probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 acres worth, but you can get in the middle there and it just transports you to a different world. Think Yosemite National Park or any of those sequoia groves over in Northern California or mid-California. So it really does transport you there, especially with the weather that it is today, this drizzly sort of bleak looking day. It just really feels like Northern California. I visited Yosemite several years ago, and the sequoia grove there was closed at the time, so I was really annoyed that I couldn't see it, but little did I know, only half an hour's drive from home, it's right here. So very pleased to be here, and it's a very beautiful place. So I'll make sure to leave links in the description of where these locations are so that you can come and visit them yourselves, so the Underground Hut and the Magic Forest. So I'll wrap up the adventure right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Been a really interesting one, especially all these things that I'm finding fairly close to home. So it's been really fun to go camping locally and visit a whole heap of new spots that I've never heard of or seen before, like the Underground Hut and the Magic Forest. So if you don't mind, drop a like, consider subscribing, and look out for more adventures from All Things Outdoors. Thanks, guys. See you later.